Hey everybody, this is Lucas here, and today guys, I am going to be doing Sonic Boom episode reviews. Kinda similar to, like, SML review, where we reviews different SML videos. Now I'm going to be doing a series of videos where I review different Sonic Boom episodes. And today guys, we're going to be starting with the first episode, the Sidekick. So in case I get stuck, if I don't know what the episode's about, I can always go to the Sonic Wiki and find out what the episode's about. So yeah. And I'd like to thank the Sonic Wiki for that information. So they're a great website, so check them out if you can. Alright, so start with the plot of the episode. And then after I tell you guys the plot, I'll tell you guys if I like the episode or not. So yeah, let's get started. Anyways, this episode starts off with Sonic battling Eggman, who is trying to escape in his Eggmobile. And the pair enters a corkscrew-shaped mine shaft where Dr. Eggman summons Burnbot to destroy Sonic. But Sonic mocks the inconsistency of Burnbot's name, as its only weapons are a pair of pincer claws. Regardless, Sonic and Burnbot chase each other around the mine shaft. Tails then arrives in the tornado where he contacts Sonic over their communicators to set up the speeding swing surprise. As Sonic and Burnbot are about to clash in the shaft, Tails flies in and helps Sonic by providing an inner beam for him to grasp, allowing Sonic to swing around and kick the robot into a wall. However, Burnbot gets up and clips the tornado's wing, causing Tails to fall. Sonic pleads for Tails to eject, but faulty equipment leaves him stuck in the plane. Sonic rushes to help, but gets into another skirmish with Burnbot. With haste, he knocks the boulder onto it and exits the shaft, only to see Tails crash. As Sonic runs over to the wreckage, Eggman decides to retreat as well, taking Burnbot with him. Sonic finds Tails unconscious and in bad shape, but alive. As he carries him back home, Sonic vows to never let his friend in any more danger. Back at Tails' house, Tails awakens to Sonic's joy. Tails is ready to get back in action, but Sonic instead tells him that he is entering early retirement from his job as a sidekick. This explanation only leaves Tails confused, so Sonic tells him bluntly that he has been fired. Despite feeling guilty about his decision, Sonic begins advertising for his sidekick tryouts, where all qualified candidates are welcome, so that Tails can stay in retirement. At Dr. Eggman's lair, Eggman, Orbot, and Cubot learn about Sonic's tryouts. Whilst Eggman finds this unbelievable, despite showing some interest in being Sonic's friend, it makes him hatch an evil scheme. At Sonic's shack, the psychic tryouts are at full swing. Excuse me. With Sonic as the interviewer and several participants are waiting. The first participant shown is an eager Amy Rose, who attempts to impress Sonic by juggling and singing but fails twice. The next candidate is Fastidious Beaver, who he admits that he's a coward. Finally, Knuckles Echidna enters the tryouts, though he believes Sonic is qualified to be his sidekick instead. At the end of the tryouts, a cloaked figure applies and Sonic is impressed by his answers to the questions. However, the figure then clumsily uncloaks himself and reveals himself to be Tails, who is attempting to reclaim his role. Sonic refuses, but Tails notes that the poster never excluded him from applying. Eggman then shows up to apply for the job too, but while Sonic is against it, Eggman uses the same argument as Tails. Despite the fact that Sonic is against it, he begrudgingly lets him move on to the next round and additionally accepts the Fastidious Beaver as a third candidate and an alternative. To test his candidates, Sonic has them based on hoverboards to mount safety to capture a red flag there, while Eggman gives Fastidious an early start to shut him up. Tails and Eggman soon take the lead. Eggman then tries to use his board's weapons against Tails, but the latter manages to avoid him while accidentally knocking Fastius out of the vase. As Sonic watches on, Tails and Eggman move on to the next part of it and fly towards the flag in a tornado and Eggmobile. As they fly towards the flag, Eggman reveals that his real reason for joining the tryouts was to get rid of both Tails and Sonic, and picks up Boombot from the jungle. Despite Tails' best efforts, Boombot manages to clip the tornado's wing again, and he crashes in a frozen lake, now unable to leave the plane. However, Sonic comes to his aid and pulls him out just before the tornado sinks. Then he apologizes to Tails by confessing him that he fired him in order to protect him. Eggman and Boombot then face the duo again, except this time the robot has been upgraded with fire weaponry, and uses it to crack the ice. Sonic falls into the water, and since he cannot swim, Tails is forced to pull Sonic out. And uses it to crack the ice. Oh wait, no. Sonic tries to get Tails to escape on his own, when recovery proves to be too difficult, but Tails manfully refuses and both plummet underwater. Though Sonic resigns to his fate, Tails perseveres, and the duo manage to not only resurface, but go airborne. From there, Sonic lands a hard hit on Boombot, causing it to break through the ice and sink. Sonic and Tails then fly back to solid ground while Eggman retreats, promising to return with a better robot. As the sun sets, Sonic and Tails recounsel, and Sonic rehires Tails as his sidekick due to his earlier actions. Back at Sonic's house, Amy demands a callback when Knuckles passes by and notes that finding his own sidekick has been unsuccessful. Noticing an opportunity, Amy auditions for Knuckles on the spot, sparking his interest. Overall, this has been a great episode to start off the Sonic Boom series. I mean, while Amy's juggling noise can be kind of annoying at times, and Fastius being like a nerd as always, overall, this was a pretty good episode. It was a pretty good episode to start off the Sonic Boom series. So then, I give this episode a 5 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next Sonic Boom review. Bye.